Guys, this is Steve Wolbach, your friendly public adjuster. I wanted to put a little something together tonight. Today, I had a pretty neat experience working with my company. We had attended the Oaks Home Show out near Valley Forge area, and it was very interesting. From the very beginning. I was there for a 4-hour period. We had a booth, and I was there with 2 other colleagues, and we were manning the booth, talking to folks about what a public adjuster is and the opportunities that a public adjuster can afford a homeowner when they have damage, and the importance of having a public adjuster. There were a few isolated cases, as always, that, you talk to them and, no, I'm fine. Everything's good. I don't need any information. I don't need you. There were others that, well, I've never heard of a public adjuster. I don't know what that is. And we get the typical, public adjuster, that's somebody who adjusts the public. I had a nickel for every time I've heard that, but that's okay. It's an open dialogue. I enjoy that. They're trying to give me some razzing, and that's fine. I certainly like to dish it out. I gotta be able to take it sometimes. Not a problem. But I really found it rewarding where, as I talk to people, and I would explain how a public adjuster helps them and the need for a public adjuster, they really listened and they learned a lot. They had no idea that things were the way that they really are out there. I always talk to people and I tell them, what is the one thing in common when you hear insurance slogans during their advertising? There's hundreds of millions of dollars every year spent on advertising by the big insurance companies. Why do you think they do that? A lot of insurance companies, when there's a big claim and it doesn't go very well for the homeowner, and that's not unusual for it to be like that, when that happens, there's a situation where the people afterwards, they want to move on. They don't want to stay with this company anymore. I can't blame them. But when they would listen and I explained to them how the system works, it made perfect sense. And as we were talking about, I asked them, what is it that there's a common theme when you listen to an advertisement, the jingle of an insurance company as they advertise? And we all know the different ones. You're in good hands, like a good neighbor, somebody is on your side. Now, I'm not keeping any secrets, but do you hear there's something common about all these things? That's right. They're there to help you. They're your friend. They got your back. That's the message they put out. But you know what? It couldn't be further from the truth. Their actions show that. It's amazing, but it's very effective. Advertising is extremely effective. And what they do to the homeowner is lull them into a false sense of security, so that when something does happen, the homeowner calls up the insurance company, and when the insurance company gives them the bad news, they are not thrilled with it, obviously. Who would be? But they understand, and they say, well, the insurance company works for me. They're not going to give me the wrong steering here. I don't like it, but that's just the way it is. It's my bad luck. I don't know. They chalk it off to however they like to word it. But the bottom line is, it's something that they will get over. But there's no need. And that's what I would share with people today. The fact that when you have that situation, that there is a recourse out there. And that is the services of a public adjuster. I don't know, somebody like your friendly public adjuster. I think that would be a great guy to go to. His name, Steve Wolbach is the guy. I would call him if I ever had a situation. Steve Wolbach, your friendly public adjuster. It's got a nice ring to it. Anyway, the point behind all this is when you talk to the people and you explain how these things work, they can see the wheels are turning in their mind there, and they follow step by step, and they listen. Those that, when I was at the booth and they put their hand up, oh, no, I'm good. I don't need that. Or I'm not going to have any problems. I will have, I actually had one lady today. She said to me, I would like to think that my insurance company would be treating me fairly. Yeah, I would like to think that too. Unfortunately, ma'am, I had too many cases the other way where they don't treat you fairly. But she kept on going, and I left it at that. I mean, I'm not permitted to chase her, nor do I have the interest to chase her. That's her opinion. She's entitled to it. That's somebody I'm not going to be able to help. But for those that have open minds, that are willing to listen to what is said, it's very important, because a homeowner needs help. If you have damage, you definitely need to have help. I was talking to a gentleman with his wife, and it came out as we were going through the conversation, he's a lawyer. He's very used to very formal, procedural type of tactics. And as I told him, and the wife, it was funny. She'd asked me, what do you think of lawyers, to help you? And I said, well, you don't need a lawyer when you first have a problem with a claim. That's why there's public adjusters. You need somebody like me. Now, after we go through the process, we go through the procedure, which are various steps. Once we've gone through there, then that's where we need to go to court, because the insurance company is not working, not responding in a term called in good faith. And when we've clearly demonstrated to them through the evidence, through the information that we provide to them, that something needs to be paid on, that this is a legitimate claim, this is something that is covered under the guidelines of the policy, that you need to come up with the funds. Let's go. And they don't want to do it, then they're not bargaining in good faith, and there's where now we need to take legal action from there. And then what happens is the lawyer picks up from where we stop. He takes our file that we've gone through the steps. We've demonstrated the causation. We've demonstrated, obviously, the damage itself, which was the result of what the cause was of the damage. And, we clearly point out the statutes and the policy that cover this. So it's like, well, it should be a no-brainer there. Sometimes you just need to play the game that the insurance companies want to go through. And it's very specifically done for a reason. People don't realize the insurance companies know there's a high percentage of people that don't want to wait and have something drug on forever. So the insurance company specifically will take their time to do something. It's not in our best interest to move things fast. We need to go through the procedure. We need to send information to the insurance company and give them the opportunity to respond back. Sometimes they take longer than what would be considered reasonable, but that's the game we have to play. But to a homeowner, and I understand, you have damage in your house. Every morning you come down and you get to see something up in the ceiling that's opened up because you've had damage there. Or the wall is open, and every day, and then you come home at the end of your workday and you see that terrible situation there. So it plays on you a lot more than it would on myself or the insurance company. So that helps to make you a motivated homeowner that wants to accept whatever we can. Hey, the insurance company throws out $5. I want to take it. I just want this thing over with. As a homeowner, I got you guys involved. I thought we were going to move on. And because it's not moving as fast as what you would like, sometimes you want it just to end. And the insurance companies know this. And because of that they will stall. We also know this, and we try to comfort you guys. We try to explain to you that this is going to take place sometimes. But there are some folks, and you're right. You just want this to be over. And when we do that, then you don't get the funds that you really could. But at least you get closure. And that's worth something too. I fully understand that. Believe me, I do. So that is something that is used. Anyway, the bottom line to all this is, remember, insurance companies are advertising for a reason. They're trying to bring in new business. And remember what that message is, that they're your friends. They're there for you. As I told many people today, a public adjuster is licensed and bonded. I'm licensed through the state of Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and Maryland under the Department of Banking and Insurance. So the state recognizes the need for a public adjuster. Because of that need, we exist. And I told people today, if the insurance company did what they were supposed to do, if they did the right thing, there would be no need for public adjusters. I wouldn't have a job. So I guess I'm glad that, they don't do the right thing, because that provides employment for me. But that's unfortunately the way it is. The insurance company is a big conglomerate. These guys have all the chips stacked in their favor. As a public adjuster, we help to level the playing field for the homeowner when you have damage. So, with all that being said, I hope that you found this informative. And if you did, if you would please like my page. And of course, if you would subscribe to my page. And if you would share my page. I will be back again with another video. I thank you very much, and God bless you.